Good morning, yogis. Thank you for joining me today on Move with Katey. We're going to start with just a gentle wake up the body flow. So let's get started by bringing the knees as wide as the mat, meeting the big toes in the back, and then we'll sit the hips down and we're going to walk our hands out into child's pose. In child's pose, we will humble the heart towards the floor, allow the forehead to rest. And then take a deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the bottom. And as you exhale, let it go, sigh out the mouth. Inhale again, filling up the lungs, really paying attention to the way the rib cage expands. And as you exhale, letting yourself melt a little bit more towards the earth. Really feeling the grounding of your shins, the tops of your feet, your elbows, the palms of your hands. And then taking a moment to set your intention for your day or just your time beyond the mat. Or maybe just your time on the mat. It's okay too. With your next inhale, gently lift the forehead and begin to blink the eyes open, looking towards the thumbs. And we're going to inhale, send the hips forward, lean forward onto the wrists, and then exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, reach forward with the hips, straight through the arms, press down through the palms of the hands, hips reach for the floor. And then exhale, send the hips back. This time, inhale, halfway, lift the chest. We're gonna lift that left arm and take it and scoop it underneath the right armpit so that you come to lay on the right bicep and the left bicep and the left shoulder. You can go ahead and rest your left ear down or maybe the forehead. Keep the right hand reaching out in front of you and send the hips back, getting a gentle little twist. And inhale, lift that chest halfway, pressure into the right palm, reach the left arm up high, open it towards the sky, and then exhale, set it down, send the hips back, child's pose, melt the heart. Inhale, halfway lift the chest, reach the right arm up high, open wide, and then slip the right hand underneath the left armpit so the right shoulder, right ear come to rest. And settle the hips back down and deepen the breath. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift and reach that right arm all the way up to the sky, fingertips reach up. And then exhale, plant the right hand next to the left, sink one more time into that child's pose. Inhale, look forward between the palms, and we're going to puff up the back of the heart, roll forward onto the knees, and then send the hips all the way down, bring them kind of together so that we land on our bellies. Roll the elbows back by the rib cage, point them back, reach them towards each other, and then plant the palms next to the rib cage, lift the chest. Little baby cobra here. And then exhale, let the forehead touch the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, squeeze the glutes this time, press the tops of the feet down, and we're going to exhale, send it up to a tabletop position. Beautiful. In your tabletop, inhale, lift the left arm high. We're gonna take that same motion. So exhale, sweep the left fingertips under the right arm, bend the right elbow, let the tailbone reach high and settle onto that left shoulder. Maybe the right hand stays bent, that right elbow, or maybe you walk the fingertips forward, stretching the right arm out. Feeling that twist. And let the tailbone reach high, tops of the feet reach down. If your knees are feeling a little bit sore, go ahead and put a pillow or a towel underneath them. Then let's walk those right fingertips back, press into the right hand, lift the left arm high, open up to the sky, and then exhale, place the left hand down. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then exhale, right hand scoops under the left arm, bend the left elbow and land on that right shoulder. Reach the tailbone high, press the tops of the feet down, engage the core. And then maybe you walk those left fingertips forward, getting a nice shoulder stretch here. It feels so juicy in the morning to just twist it out a little bit. And then walk that left hand back, press into the left palm and reach the right arm high up to the sky. Inhale, and then as you exhale, plant the right hand next to the left. We're gonna tuck the toes and send the hips high, bend the knees generously, coming into a downward dog. Walk the hands a little bit further forward, give yourself some space, and then begin to walk out the dog, straightening one leg, and then the other, reaching your hip high. And then find a moment of stillness here. And then we're going to fire up our core. So let's look forward to our palms. And I want you to shift your weight forward a little bit so that you can really claw into the earth. Maybe even come onto the knuckles and off the wrists. Then set the wrists down and keep that tension in the knuckles. And we're going to shift our weight into our right palm. Take your left hand and reach it back towards the right shin. Getting a little twist, a little wake up of the body. Don't worry if the heels aren't touching or the knees are bent. Feel good in your body. And then exhale the left hand forward, and we're going to shift the weight into that left palm. Reach the right hand up, and then reach the right hand back. Connect with left leg, maybe left thigh, maybe left shin, maybe left calf, wherever feels good. Press the ground away with the left hand. Activate the core. And then set your right hand down. And then inhale, we're going to puff up the back of the heart, roll the spine forward. So tuck your tailbone under, puff up the heart. Act like you're doing an angry cat, but in a high plank, and roll it forward nice and slow until you do land in that high plank. Then inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the right leg through, in between the fingertips. Drop the left knee down and inhale, reach the arms up high. Excellent, sink the hips forward. Opening up through the front hip flexors, getting a nice stabilizer in the hamstrings. And then exhale, plant both palms and send the hips back, straightening through the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, allow gravity to bring your heart a little closer to the earth. We'll take a few breaths here. Inhale, lift the chest high, point the toes, and we're going to see if we can lift the heel just a millimeter off the ground before bending the knee, pull the heel in towards the glutes, and then send it back. So you're in a three-legged tabletop position. Beautiful job. From here, send the right toes off to the left side of your mat, away as far as you can go. And then inhale, reach the right toes high, make a rainbow with your foot, reach it over to the right side of your mat, tap down. One more time, inhale high and reach the toes over to the left, rainbow. And last time, reach the toes up, rainbow over to the right. And from here, we're gonna send the hips back. Reach the hands forward, melt the heart. A little bit of a modified child's pose here. One leg out to the side. Next, inhale brings the body forward, back to that tabletop position. Swing the right leg back, keep it straight, and then set the toes down. And then inhale, lift the left leg, meet in high plank. Let's go for that on the opposite side. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot through and sink the right leg down. Right knee is on the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, sink forward towards your front heel. You're doing great. What a beautiful day. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the palms down on either side of the foot. Send the hips back, curl the toes up towards the shin. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward, nice straight line in the spine. And then as you exhale, let the heart sink. You can bend the hands, keep the fingertips tented, plant the hands, whatever feels good to you. Maybe you give your calf a little massage. Ooh, hey body, how you doing? Maybe not. Couple more breaths here. And then inhale, lift the chest, keep the fingers or the fingertips planted, and then let's see if we can lift that heel off the ground just a millimeter, bend the left knee, swing the left foot all the way through until it comes straight behind you. Now you're in a three-legged tabletop. I'm going to scoot up just a little bit. From here, send the left toes all the way over to the right side of the mat. And then inhale, rainbow the toes up high, scoop them over to the left side, tap the toes down. Inhale, lift up, pay attention to your chest, make sure it stays lifted, actively engage the core, touch the toes down on the right side of your mat. Inhale, lift the toes up, send them over to the left for the last time. Slowly tap the foot down and set the hips back. For that modified child's pose, reach the hands forward, melt the head and the heart towards the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, come back to that tabletop position. Lift the left toes. Send them back straight. Set the toes down and lift one more time into that high plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, coming all the way down to the floor. And from here, we'll do one last stretch. So take your left arm and reach it out to the side. And then we're going to bend the right leg towards the glute. So the heel squeezes towards the glute, actively engage the hamstring. And we're going to roll over that left shoulder, bringing the right toes down onto the floor. Let the head rest. If this is too much for you, feel free to straighten that top leg. If you'd like a little more, feel free to bend both legs. Try out different variations, see how it feels for you. So I'll inhale together, and as we exhale, roll back onto the belly, and send the right arm long. Plant the left hand next to the shoulder, lift the left toes towards the glute, and let's roll over to the right side of our body, bringing the left toes behind the right hamstring. Or maybe you straighten both legs. Or maybe you bend both legs. Your practice, your body. Do what feels good. And then let's all inhale together. And as we exhale, roll back onto the belly. Plant both palms. Lift the chest. Widen the knees as wide as the mat, and we will end where we began today. In child's pose. Forehead and heart humbled to the floor. Taking a moment to remember your intention. And taking with you all the benefits of this yoga practice. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again on Move with Katey. If you liked today, please like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. Namaste.